Okay, we're ready now to get into the presentation of the Great Northern Challenge. Thank you for everyone who has already joined on and who is sitting in the waiting room to attend. What a fantastic event that we hope to present to you today again, and I can't go without thanking our great sponsors, ST Genetics, and also our Jersey Australia team, and all our clubs and whatsoever and members in the northern region to get their entries into this great competition. I think I'm not going to stand up here for much longer and go on. I just hope that we can all applaud the great efforts of all the exhibitors into this competition and give them the accolades that they deserve when they are presented with their awards today. So without any further ado, thank you again to ST Genetics for their great sponsorship and putting this all together, especially Fiona and Simon. I'll hand over now to Wayne, the judge of the Great Northern, to start with his opening comments.
Thank you, Lisa. Firstly, I'd just like to thank Jersey Australia for the wonderful opportunity they've given me in judging the Great Northern Challenge. I really did enjoy my nearly a week on the road, travelling from the Tablelands all the way down, finishing south of Bega on the Friday. We've seen some tremendous cows over our travels. It's a real credit to the breeders and the owners of the cows and the carers of the cows. It was great hospitality shown to myself and Simon as we travelled down. I must thank ST Genetics for their wonderful sponsorship of our Great Northern and our Great Southern Challenge. Just wouldn't be possible without their support. It's been great having them on board for the last couple of years. A special thanks to Simon for all his work he's done in putting this together, and Fiona as well. So thank you very much.
Yeah, so from a ST point of view, I'd like to thank Wayne for being the judge this year. It's been a great trip. We would also like to thank Jersey Australia for letting us be involved in both the Great Northern and the Great Southern. Pretty cool job really to be able to drive around the country and look at everyone's best cows. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's a job, but to get to do it with great cattle people, great cowmen, it really is enjoyable. So we're going to start off with the Great Northern 2-year-old class, and then we'll follow down through to the mature, and then the champion cow at the end of that. If there is any hiccups, just send through a message and we'll go from there. So without any further ado, this is the 2-year-old class. So on 5th place we have Bevendale Matt Jane III, exhibited by the Bevan family. In 4th place we have Starlight Chrome V, exhibited by the Marks family. In 3rd place we have Nobby View Abs Nancy, exhibited by Nobby View Jerseys. In 2nd place is Carnbray Bontino Estelle, exhibited by Pat Buckley. And in 1st place is Wilgo Valentino Stevie, exhibited by A&E Selway. Congratulations.
Thanks, Simon. It was a great class to get the challenge underway, these wonderful 2-year-olds. It was a great depth of class. There was tremendous cows all the way through it. But as we went along, I did find 2 cows that really sorted their way to the top of the class. And my eventual winner, this 1st place heifer, just a tremendous balanced heifer. She just had a great openness to her front end. She had a great blend of strength and dairiness, a flat bone. She had clean thigh, and she was just a tremendous open ribbed, and it was really that openness and power through the front end, that strength of the chine that placed her over my 2nd place heifer. My second place heifer just complements my first place heifer so well. She's just another flat-boned, long dairy heifer. She's just, a tremendous cleanness of bone and cleanness of thigh as well. She just didn't quite have the strength of my first place heifer, but it was that cleanness, that openness, that capacity through the udder that really just her placing over my third place animal. My third place animal, a beautiful framed animal, plenty of strength through the front end. Just not quite the cleanness of bone of my first two animals, but nonetheless, she's just a tremendous framed animal, a great cage on her. She's got great sweep of rib, but just not quite the cleanness through the thigh and texture through the udder today. But it's that overall size and scale placing her over my fourth place animal. My fourth place animal was another quite large, rangy 2-year-old. She had plenty of height through the front end. She ran off her shoulder really correctly. She had a great sweep of rib. Just wasn't quite the openness through her chest region as my third place animal. But the fourth place animal was a lovely conformation animal, supported with a great 2-year-old udder, and it was really just that depth of seam placing her over my fifth place animal. My fifth place animal, not quite the scale of the animals above her, but an animal that when I really broke her down was extremely correct. She had all the right angles, she was nice and open through her rib. She didn't have quite the milk on her that the other animals did above her, very late in lactation, but an extremely correct animal to round the class out in fifth. Thank you.
In fifth place for the Great Northern Challenge, the 3-year-old in milk class, we have Shirley Topsy Rumour, exhibited by the Wilson family from Tamworth. In fourth place is Glen Echo Valbone Ashley, exhibited by Chad and Garita Parker. In third place we have Fairdale Judo Gay, exhibited by B and E Chapel. Second is Rivendell Gentry Clio, exhibited by Rockstar Genetics and Parabel Genetics. And in first place is Brunchilli Valentino Priscilla, exhibited by Menzie and Boyd family up at Nowra. Congratulations. Now over to Wayne for his comments.
Thanks, Simon. This 3-year-old class was just a tremendous class of young animals, something all the breeders and owners should be very proud of. It was, just a tremendous lineup of animals that I'd be very happy, I was very happy with. It probably was the class of the competition. So, and then we move into our first place animal. You talk about balance. You talk about correctness, hardness of top. This animal just blends so well together throughout all the different regions, and then you put her into one package. and she's just high and wide in the rear udder. She's got that depth of seam, she's got that balance of size and shape of teat. She's just the complete package, this young cow, and it was that overall balance and shape and size, and particularly her placement of her rear teats, that is just placing her over my second place animal. As we move on to the second place animal, if you wanted to put an order in to get it to order a frame of a young cow, that's about it. She's hard, she's long, she's so open, she's got great sweep of a rib, she tracks on a great set of feet and legs, and she is just a tremendous young cow. And it's that overall size and scale that just places her over my third place animal. My third place animal here was a young cow that just sort of stuck in my memory throughout the challenge. She doesn't have the size and scale of the two animals above her, but she is so correct. She's very balanced, everything's in proportion, she's open through the front end, she's got nice sweep to her rib, she walks on a good set of feet and legs. Her attachments are sound, she's high and wide in her rear udder, she's got a nice seam and great teat placement. And it's that overall balance and correctness that just placing her over my fourth place animal. My fourth place animal was an extremely long cow. She was long sort of in each section of her. She had a big long neck on her, she was long through her midsection, she was long from her hip to her pin, and she was really well balanced. But it was this young cow's mammary system that really stood out to me. She had great fore udder attachment, plenty of width in her rear udder, and it was that overall width throughout really, particularly through the udder and the balance through the udder that placed her over my fifth placed animal. My fifth place animal here is an extremely dairy type of animal. She's really flat boned, she's got plenty of angle to her. She just didn't quite have the balance of my fifth place animal. She didn't have quite the attachment of my fifth place animal, but nonetheless, she's a super young dairy cow with a lot going for her, that beautiful clean bone, long neck. Thank you. Congratulations to everyone.
In fifth place, we have River Ridge David Eggy, exhibited by Ray and Catherine DeVere. In fourth place is Long Lane's T.S. Denaria, exhibited by Bevendale Jerseys. In third place is Fairbray Viral Hannah, exhibited by J and B Hewitt. In second place is Ingolala Tequila Dairy Like, exhibited by Johnson Brothers. And in first place is Brunchilli Belson Olivia, exhibited by Riverlane Dairy. Congratulations.
With a 4-year-old class was another really strong class. It did take a little bit of sorting out these cows, but at the end of the day, when I sat down and went over everything, all my notes, all the numbers, I'm really happy where I've ended up placing all these animals. We start the class off with just an extremely large, framey, open-ribbed dairy cow. She's got a huge amount of scale through her front end. She's got that great angle of a rib. She's got a really nice fore-udder attachment. And it's probably that fore-udder attachment is her biggest advantage over my second place animal. But this 4-year-old cow certainly covers some ground. My second place animal here is a lovely cow. She's got a great middle section through her. She's got great openness through her front end. She's got a nice high rear udder. She's got just that openness and cleanness of bone, particularly the openness through her front end there. That openness through her front end and that power through her chest region, that openness and sweep to her rib is placing her over my third place animal. My third place animal here is a super soft dairy cow. She's got plenty of angularity throughout. She didn't quite have the chest of the first two cows, but she's just got a tremendous udder on her. She's high and wide and so soft in her hide. She's got that clean dairy bone. She's got a lovely suspensory ligament too, that depth of suspensory ligament, just placing her over my fourth place animal. My fourth place animal was a lovely framed animal. She probably pretty late lactation. She just didn't quite have the milk flowing through her. But yeah, a cow that I'd really like to see in form. She had a great front end to her. It's just that overall size and scale that just placed her over my fifth place animal. She did also track quite a bit nicer than my fifth place animal, but just, yeah, a cow. I think when she's back in form with a plenty of milk flowing through her, she'd be a real nice cow to see. And in fifth place, we've got this young 4-year-old cow, and she's got she's just flat, clean dairy bone. She's got lovely angles through her. Yeah, she's a really functionally well put together cow that I'm happy to have in fifth.
In fifth place in the 5-year-old class for the Great Northern Challenge 2023 is Fairbraid Diamond Colleen, exhibited by J and B Hewitt. In fourth place is Sherlyn Oliver Zara, exhibited by the Wilson family. In third place is Ingalala Viral Romance, exhibited by Patrick Buckley. In second place is Longlane's T.S. Denaria III, exhibited by Jerry English. And in first place is Carnbray Citation Althea, exhibited by the Marks family. Congratulations.
Thanks, Simon. This first, or the 5-year-old class, is the same as the other classes. You know, when you're doing this competition, the quality's really strong throughout. But as we broke them down and got through the challenge, I came across this 5-year-old cow, and for me, she was a pretty clear winner in this class. She's just so balanced. She's so clean in a bone. She's so thin in a high. She's all dairy, this cow. She's got a tremendous udder attachments, fore and rear. She's got good balance through her forequarters and her rear quarters. She's got nice teat placement. But it was that overall balance and angularity and the dairiness of this animal in first, just placing her over my second place animal. My second place animal was a real powerful cow. She had a beautiful front end on her. She had a great midsection to her. She had plenty of width through her chest there. And she was just so open throughout. She was a real powerhouse sort of a cow. She just, that fore-rib on her all the way through that openness. She didn't quite have the balance of the udder of the cow in first, but nonetheless, she was a tremendous cow, lovely open ribbed cow. And it was that openness and sweep of rib placing her over my third place animal. My third place animal, was a really well balanced cow. She just didn't have quite the fore rib of my second place animal. But nonetheless, she was a great front-ended cow. She ran uphill, she had a nice shoulder to her, she blended well through her chine region, and she finished off nice and square at the back end. She had great fore udder attachment, and it was her balance from her fore udder to her rear udder, the floor of her udder from fore to rear, and it was her overall balance of her mammary that just placing her over my fourth place animal. My fourth place animal was a tremendously long cow as well. She was long through her neck, she was long through her midsection from hip to pin. She wasn't quite in the form that she possibly could have been in on the day, but nonetheless she was, doesn't change the way the cow's built. She's a tremendous young cow, or mid-aged cow. A cow with good fore udder attachment, and an extremely silky hide cow, thin-thighed cow, and it was that silkiness and cleanness just placing her over my fifth place animal. My fifth place animal was another tremendous, powerful sort of a cow. She had plenty of openness through her front end. She had a great sweep to her rib. She just didn't quite have the balance of the udder of the cows above her today. But yeah, just a tremendous cow in her own right. She covered plenty of ground and walked on a great set of feet and legs. Thank you and congratulations.
In fifth place for the Great Northern Challenge Mature Cow in Milk class, we have Ingalala Barnabas Junette, exhibited by the Johnson brothers. In fourth place we have Salvation Connection Robin, exhibited by Rockstar Genetics. Third place is Jugiong Spray 7611, exhibited by the Marks family. In second place is Ascot Park Unreal Laura II, exhibited by G&L Cochrane. And in First place is Adadale Colton Rowena, the 32nd, exhibited by the Porter family. Congratulations.
It was a tremendous group of matured cows as we went down the east coast. You know, I love sort of looking at older cows that have sort of had multiple lactations and, you know, coming back each year sort of thing. You know, they're really the sort of cows that pay the bills for us. We move into our first place cow, and well, she really stood out for me, and she found her way to the top of the age cow class reasonably easy, I guess. In the end, she's just a tremendous framed cow. She's hard and flat in the bone. She's plenty of dairy quality. She's clean through her thigh. There's her overall scale and size and hardness of loin for a mature age cow that I really did appreciate. And it was just that height and width probably of rear udder and that fullness of udder that just placed her over my second place animal. My second place animal was a cow that I admired so much as well. She was just a beautiful framed cow. She had a great front end. She walked and, you know, tracked on a great set of feet and legs for an older cow. She had plenty of openness through her front end, and a cow that I just, you know, the frame of her, the openness and sweep of her rib was just tremendous. She just didn't quite have the milk or the fill to compete with my first place animal today. But it was that overall capacity, especially through the midsection, that just placed her over my third place animal. My third place animal, quite a youthful, mature sort of cow, which we all appreciate. She just didn't quite have the forerib of my cows above her. But nonetheless, she's a super cow for an aged cow. She's got a beautiful deep ligament on her, and just a cow with a very, very balanced cow through her fore and rear quarters of her udder. She had great size and shape to her teat and great teat placement. But it was that depth of ligament and teat placement just placing her over my fourth placed animal. My fourth place animal was a very, very well balanced cow once again, of course. You know, she was in great form in herself. She was open to her rib. She had great spring of rib. She had great angle to her. She walked on a really good set of feet and legs as well for an older cow. A cow with a really good fore udder attachment, and it was really that fore udder attachment and that openness through the front end, that spring and feel of rib that placed her over my fifth placed animal. My fifth place mature cow was a cow that I really did admire as well. You know, she's paid plenty of bills in her time, and she's still really well put together. She just wasn't quite tracking as well as the cows above her today, but a lovely long dairy framed cow. You know, she was high and wide in her rear udder. Her attachments were still sound for a mature cow, and a really worthy placing of fifth for this cow. Thank you, and congratulations to everyone. Told I needed to pick a champion cow. It was a really quite an easy decision in the end. I think this young cow epitomises as Jersey breeders what we are striving for. She is so balanced, she is so open, she is so correct in every facet that makes you to build a cow. It's a cow that I think's got a massive future. She's just so correct in so many places that she made the way to being the class winner and our overall champion for this year's 2023 Great Northern Challenge. I congratulate her breeders and I congratulate everyone involved in this year's challenge. Thank you.
Morning everybody. I'd really like to, on behalf of Jersey Australia, thank ST Genetics very much and Wayne for being our judge this year. Thank you very much. Here's a certificate of appreciation. Congratulations to all owners and exhibitors of the cattle. I think there's been some mighty fine cattle on the screen this morning, and I wish you all the best of luck for the upcoming season. And again, thank you very much to everybody that put so much effort into both their local cattle clubs to run their local events, and then to ST Genetics and our judges for going and doing the extra miles and doing this competition. So thank you all very much. Thank you for everybody that's watched this morning, and once again, congratulations to everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Jane. I'd just lastly like to thank again. I'd like to thank Jersey Australia once more for the opportunity. It's been a great pleasure. But I'd like to give ST Australia another thank you, because without them, these two competitions that we run just wouldn't be possible. To have someone of Simon's capability travelling with me for the week is just such a bonus and just brings so much to the competition. To have the support of someone like Fiona to bring it all together. I just, once again like to put my hands together and thank ST for their support. Thank you.
Yeah, on behalf of ST, again, we'd like to thank Jersey Australia, thank everyone that's involved for enabling us to be a part of the competition. Like I said earlier, sometimes it doesn't feel like a job when you get to drive around and see so many great cows. Look forward to being on board next year and seeing some great cows and covering umpteen million kilometres in 2 weeks. So everyone have a great Christmas.